Hey guys, it's Brianna. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down below, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that button so that you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. Turn on those post notifications, guys, because who wouldn't want to see my beautiful face pop up and let you know that I just uploaded a new video. So today we're going to be doing a how I edit my Instagram photos, how I just edit photos in general, because I get this requested a lot, especially from my friends. People are always like, how do you take such nice photos? I definitely have been off my Instagram streak. I've just been trying to post whenever I travel, because I feel like that's more interesting than me just posting a photo out and about. On the time with my friends also, I haven't been going out that much because I am a certified loser and I like to stay in and watch TV. Let's go through some of the apps I use. So as you can see on my phone screen here, I have the app Visco. This is probably one of my favorite editing apps and the main one, but I use, a lot of people use like the Photoshop type stuff. I have Lightroom, but honestly something about Visco just gets me. Always loved it, always will love it. It's a big fan. Visco, I love you. So this is my Visco right now. Pretty good, I would say. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I edited this beautiful photo here because I think it's brilliant and beautiful now. So let's see how I got there. So I have a couple other photography. I just have Facetune 2 and Lightroom. So basically I'm going to take this photo, I'm going to go into Lightroom first. Basically the main thing that I use Lightroom for is just getting some brightness. So I'm going to go ahead and add this photo in here. So the first thing I usually do is go to presets and see if there's any presets that I kind of like. Natural is usually a good one, or bright. That one's good as well. So today, I think we're gonna go for bright. We're gonna brighten up the photo a little bit. And sometimes I go in and I'll lighten it just a little bit more or darken it to kind of my liking from the preset. You don't have to do this obviously, but really I just use it just to lighten the photo. Go in, I'm gonna go ahead and save that to my camera roll. Wait, did I do it? Okay. We're gonna save it. And then I'm gonna go into Visco. I'm going to add this photo on there. And so I have some of my favorites. Usually I use C1 on a general amount of my photos, but this one I don't really like how the background is kind of green. That's not my favorite. So I'll usually just kind of click through and see which ones I like. A5 is also one of my favorites. You can do simple black and white. You can buy some of the presets for these online as well. They're really great, but I just have all the free ones. I have a couple of ones that I have bought as well. So I kind of like HB2. I don't know if we want to do HB2 or A5. We're gonna go for A5. I like the vibes I'm getting. And you can totally change A5 a little bit. I can lessen it, strengthen it. We're gonna put it right in here. And then I'm gonna go for the exposure, and I'm gonna turn down the exposure a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and crop the photo as well because I'm not really obsessed with how large this photo is right now. So I'm gonna crop the photo a little bit, maybe on the sides as well. Now obviously you don't always have to crop the photo, I just enjoy doing it. And then I'm going to turn up the exposure. Actually we're turning it down, we already did that. And then contrast, I just kind of play around with it. You just kind of see what is to your liking as well as what goes with your feed. I know a lot of people use Snapseed. There's some other one, it's Umu, something like that are great ones. You can kind of see the layout. Because I have that kind of layout on Visco and I don't put any other photos that aren't already on my Instagram, or I don't want to go into there, I just kind of look at that and see if it kind of goes. I don't really have an Instagram thing, to be completely honest. I just kind of go with whatever I want to post. You can straighten out the photo if you want as well, which we're actually going to do a little bit of straightening out. I'm going to add a little bit more the photo, and then you can go and just sharpen. I usually sharpen it up a little bit. Since this is food, I'll sharpen it a little bit more. Saturation, maybe we'll go more on the warmer side just a little bit. Shadows, don't really care about shadows. Temperature, sometimes you can make the temperature a little bit warmer, actually make it a little bit cooler. And then grain, sometimes I really like to do grain, kind of gives it that oldish vibe. Sometimes it's cool. We're gonna do a little bit of grain. We'll do it right in there just because I like the way that it looks. And that's going to be it for that. I'm just going to go ahead and save that photo to my camera roll. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to go to Facetune. So you can use Facetune for a variety of different things, but for this purpose, I'm going to use it to just kind of whiten up edges, especially like of the plate and stuff like that. I don't always use this, but it's definitely something that you can use. So you can actually use the whiten. I'm actually going to go to paint. It's also a great way to make yourself tanner if you ever want to make yourself more tan. So I'm just going to kind of go around the edges and just kind of whiten up a little bit. Like I said, you totally don't have to do this. I just kind of like the look that it gives, especially if there's like a lot of shadows. You can always like get rid of the shadows, but sometimes it's just kind of nice to just brighten up your photo just a little bit. Just brighten it up, made it look a little bit more jazzy. I'm also going to do it around here and brighten up right down there. Just make sure you don't get it in your food. I kind of got it over there a little bit just because I'm trying to rush. And you can just kind of adjust it and be like, how much do you want it to? I'm going to put it right there. So then you can kind of see what it looked like before. It's not a super big difference, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks. You can like smooth out anything that you wanted to. If you wanted a smoother look on here or up here. Obviously I don't really want to do that right now. And then I'm just going to save it to my camera roll. Go back over here. You can kind of look at the photo. I usually will put it back in VSCO. Obviously I have this photo right now and that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. I'll put this one next to it because you can kind of see there's a little bit of a difference, but it's pretty similar. We just kind of brightened it up a little bit. And that's going to be the photo. That's what it looks like. I think it looks really good compared to the photo that originally came from. Obviously it's extremely different. I like the vibes it gives. It's a little bit more cooler tones. Yeah. So yeah, that's just kind of how I edit my photos. If you guys were wondering how I take photos, I usually use my phone, honestly, now, just having a big camera, unless I know like, oh, like I want to go do like a little photo shoot type thing. But if I'm just like out and about on the town or whatever and take some cute photos, I usually don't bring my camera. But your phone honestly takes such fabulous photos, so I totally don't mind using my phone at all. I think it's great. I have the iPhone 8 Plus. If you have any kind of Plus, it's really great, especially the portrait mode is beautiful. So those are just kind of my tips and tricks on taking pictures. If you're ever looking for pose ideas, definitely look them up on Pinterest. Just be like standing in front of a wall, sitting on the beach, like pictures, and you can kind of scroll through other people's and see kind of the ideas that people have, and then just kind of recreate them in your own way or copy them, whatever you want to do. So yeah, those are kind of my tips and tricks, poses, filters, whatever I use. Yeah. Also, I think VSCO is like $3 and Facetune, they have a free version and then they have a paid version. I bought the paid version previously and totally like I didn't think it was that great. It didn't have any features that I like used more that were paid. So totally get the free version. Lightroom is free. You can actually buy like a lot of YouTubers or just really good photographers, like Instagram people, have a lot of presets you can buy. They're just super expensive. I feel like unless you like are pretty big and your Instagram page is really important to you, if you have like me and you have like 1,000 followers, like it's really not a super big deal. And I don't really want to pay like $75 for presets. So those are just kind of my 2 cents on editing Instagram photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.